Hi, our names are Ryan Wigdor and Ethan Becker, and this is our social psychology experiment testing automatic mimicry.
For this experiment, our question is, how will those being asked questions react to and be influenced by the specific behaviors of the individual asking the questions?
Our hypothesis is that a majority of the people being experimented, at least 6 of the 10 participants, will replicate the specific behavior of the individual asking the questions.
Our procedure is as follows. Step 1. Inform the participant of the experiment that we will be asking 5 questions and they should answer each of them. Step 2. Begin to ask the participant the questions. Step 3. After asking the second question and again after asking the fourth question, tilt your head back and look up to the sky for approximately 3 seconds so it is obvious enough that you are doing so to the person being experimented. Step 4. Record if the participant looked up at the sky or not for either the second or fourth question. Step 5. Analyze data and draw conclusions. Step 6. Repeat steps 1 to 5 for each participant.
We each conducted the study on our own, separately, each using 5 different participants. This was done to limit the chance of bias and error that could result from other participants affecting one another and other distractions. We also asked the questions in an area that was far away from where other participants were. The participants included our families and friends, none of whom attend our school. We used our phones to record each participant's session. We experimented with all of the participants on January 23rd. And following this will be videos of the participants doing experiments, and the ones that look up will be in regular speed, and the people that did not look up will be sped up.
What is 600 divided by 30?
What are 8 children of the same family called?
Octuplets.
What are children of the same family called?
Octuplets.
600 divided by 30. What is 600 divided by 30?
20?
What
20?
What occurs once in every minute?
Our results for this experiment are: Participant 1 looked up to the sky. Participant 2 did not. Participant 3 did not. Participant 4 did. Participant 5 did. Participant 6 did. Participant 7 did not. Participant 8 did not. Participant 9 did. And participant 10 did.
The results of this experiment supported our hypothesis that a majority of the participants will replicate the behavior performed in front of them. This is proven through our experiment, as 6 out of the 10 participants looked up at the sky when the person asking the question did so after questions 2 and 4. The results are accurate and are not due to chance, as we had a sufficient sample size and the participants were separated from each other and were unaware of what the other people were doing. Also, the fact that we can measure our results strictly due to action and inaction and not based on numbers or other factors eliminates the chance of this experiment being invalid due to outliers and other errors. In addition, our results are supported by a study by BetterHelp, which stated that mimicry does work as people preferred others who are mimicking their actions. An article on iResearchNet also supports our experiment by explaining the phenomenon of automatic mimicry by stating, one current explanation for why mimicry occurs is the perception-behavior link. Essentially, perceiving someone behave in a certain way activates a representation of that behavior in the mind of the perceiver and makes the perceiver more likely to engage in that behavior too. If we were to redo the experiment, one slight change we would make is to request that the participants look directly at us while we ask the questions. We learned that a primary reason why the 4 participants did not look to the sky when we did was because they were either looking down while being asked the questions, or they were too focused on answering the questions to even notice our behaviors.
Our experiment included 3 different terms from Unit 9 that test a person's natural reaction to how someone else behaved. They are automatic mimicry, chameleon effect, and social contagion. Automatic mimicry is the unconscious or automatic imitation of speech and movements, gestures, facial expressions, and eye gaze. In this experiment, automatic mimicry is used when we look to see if a participant would look to the sky because they were imitating what we were doing. The chameleon effect is when humans go with the group, meaning different actions such as looking to the sky are contagious. In this experiment, we test the chameleon effect when we are observing if the participant will go with the group, or in this instance, looking up to the sky just because we are doing it. Lastly, social contagion is the spread of ideas, attitudes, or behavior patterns in a group through imitation and conformity. Similar to the chameleon effect, we look to see if our participants would imitate or mimic us by looking up to the sky, even though there was no reason to do so.